recording. So, good evening, good morning, it depending on the time of the day we have in the parts of the world. So we have some new people joining us, and if anybody will need the translation, please let us know. But meanwhile, today we'll be talking about what the Blip is, a 3-day body class. Everybody been asking me that question. And what do you know? I'm going to give it back to you. What do you know is the body class? And what can it be?
Helen, can I also add something? Who the Blip is Helen Gitlevich.
Oh, yes. That I guess I will not put up to you. Thank you, Helen. That was a good question. Yeah. I was born in Russia, in Moscow, big city girl, and I left Russia when I was 17 years old. Came to become a physician. I always was searching, knew I was a healer. And at a certain point, it became very obvious, yeah, I have to be a doctor, pretty much since I was a kid. So I became a doctor in Chicago, went to UIC, University of Illinois in Chicago, Rush Medical College, and then practiced family medicine for about 10 years until ended up with open heart surgery. In Access, we always talk about taking on other people's stuff. And I did it brilliantly. Being a healer, not knowing it, I took on all kinds of illnesses from my patients, from my relatives, everybody. So after having a bypass surgery at 37, I kind of looked at my life and I'm like, okay, it ain't working anymore. It doesn't work. So need to do something else or to be something else. And I started searching more. I was doing Akashic Records. I was doing Reiki. I became Reiki Master, Akashic Records teacher. And suddenly I found Access. Somebody called me. There is a body class. I had no idea what it was. But went, and my life has changed. Ever since then, I became certified facilitator, 3-day body facilitator, facelift facilitator. I've done all kinds of classes, became a maestro of Symphony of Possibilities, did multiple 7 days, a lot of advanced classes in Access. And during that time, things started shifting. Physically, emotionally, my health improved. I just did a stress test, which is a test of the heart, and it's better than it was before. How does it get any better than that? I had major depression after my surgery, anxieties, which slowly disappeared. I cannot say I don't get stressed now with my mom being sick. I still get stressed, but I have tools that allow me to be present in my life no matter what's going on. Years ago, I was doing yoga, and it wasn't quite yoga. We did a lot of meditation, a lot of playing with different tools. And I remember playing with the Zen cards. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but it doesn't matter. You just pull a card and you look at the image and you meditate on that. So the image I pulled was 3 women dancing in the rain, in a storm, actually. So the idea was, be happy no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how many storms you create, you still can dance. And that was kind of like, I wouldn't say objective, but something I was looking for and creating it. And with Access is the first time with body classes, with a lot of tools of Access, I found that I truly can be dancing in a storm. I can be happy no matter what's going on in my life. So at this moment, I'm traveling the world. Like, my life has changed from being $70,000 in debt after my ex-husband, who was a drug addict, and being depressed and severe pain. I had fibromyalgia. I mean, you name it. I've had all the complications after the surgery. I now travel the world, taking or facilitating classes, body classes, foundations, facelifts, Akashic Records. It's been such an amazing shift in my life, and the gratitude that I feel is beyond anything I can describe in words, probably only in energy. So if you drop your barriers right now and allow yourself just to be present where you are right now, just feel yourself sitting or laying down, wherever you're doing right now, just being present in your body. Sense every cell. And as soon as the barriers, because barriers will come up, a lot of times those sensations might be maybe quite intense, I would say. So just allow yourself to be present with that. And from that space, look at your heart. Look at the energy inside your heart. And it's not quite the physical, it's more the center of your being. And allow that energy to expand. Make yourself as big, maybe as a room you're sitting in. And then slowly, like a sphere, keep expanding every direction. Up, down, sideways, back, front, everywhere. And allow yourself to be present with expansion. Sense everything that's going on in the world while you're expanding. Sense the presence of people, animals, grass, plants, anything that you can sense. Just allow that sensation to come in without taking it on. Just be there with that. And keep expanding that energy. Keep expanding even more. Just allow yourself to be present with who you are. And allow yourself to drop all the barriers, no matter what they are. And the way you do it, if you have troubles, just ask barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. Cool. And now engage with every molecule that's inside of you. And just allow the joy of that energy and the gratitude that they are able to connect with you to be present in your being, in your body, in your life right now. And now open your eyes. How are you feeling right now? Any different than when we started?
There is, for me, there is quietness.
Yeah.
Quiet in my body, my being, and or even in the room I am here, it's different. It's quiet.
Yeah. Because when we start being in a space or being the space of possibilities, it opens the quiet space that allows us to create differently. And that's part of the gratitude I'm feeling right now, of being here, of being where I am right now. So that's who I am. That's kind of like the space where I'm inviting you to. So now from that space, what do you know about body classes? What have you heard? What rumors or gossips?
It creates too easy. You wouldn't want to do it.
Sailor, sorry, you're breaking up.
I said it creates too much ease. You wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's true. To create ease, you wouldn't want to do it. Anybody else?
And just create classes of me so choose for myself, others.
Yeah, we can hear you, Sailor. It's like totally like robot. Maybe you can type in if you could.
I think she couldn't because she drive the car.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, 3-day body classes are amazing 3 days where you are on the tables exchanging body processes, which is the hands-on processes, and it's healing. It's not in a traditional sense of healing. In this reality, people always associate healing with hands-on and taking on all the problems, all the illnesses that the person has. The healer will take it away or take it off or take it on so the other person does not feel it anymore. Body processes are different. They are hands-on, where we actually turning on the energy vibrations of specific process, which is directly where the body requires it. And what it does, the body itself, by creating that vibration, starts unlocking all the points of view that the body took on, all the physical manifestations that the body took on. I usually like to talk in scientific sense. So think of our body vibration. This is just energy vibrating at different levels and different frequencies. Solid matter always vibrates at a lower frequency than the air. Think of water in different states. The ice, the vibration is very low. The molecules are barely moving. The water, they're a little bit more in motion. And then when it turns into vapor, it's floating, you cannot see it, and it's vibrating at a very high frequency. Same thing with us. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions are lower vibration of knowing, being, and receiving. And then those thoughts, feelings, and emotions start solidifying. So if we are under stress, the feelings contract our body. So all the cells, all the molecules in the cells start contracting and vibrating at a lower frequency. And the lower you get, the more solid it becomes. That's where all the cancers, all the heart disease, all the solidification in the body starts happening. So what the body processes do, the vibration of the body process starts unlocking that solidity and pushing the molecules to vibrate at a higher frequency. That's how body starts healing itself. One of the examples is cellular memory. And people who can go to body class have to take foundation. In the foundation, we do learn cellular memory. It's a process where you put your hands where the injury is, and the vibration activated there allows the cell to go back to before the injury occurs. And the injury is that moment of trauma, doesn't matter what it is, surgery, you fell down, you bumped yourself, you burned yourself, you cut yourself, doesn't matter. And there were cases where just recently I was talking to one of the families that took a class with me, and they ended up in the emergency room because I don't remember who cut the finger with a knife. And one of the kids said, "Mom, can I do cellular memory on the finger?" And it's like, "Sure." So she put her hand on the finger, turned on the cellular memory, point of creation turn, and after about half an hour, the person did not require stitches. The wound pretty much just healed.
Helen.
Yes.
It's just a question what just pops up, and maybe you don't have an answer for it, but we are doing the healing, we are doing the body process with hands on the body.
Mm-hmm.
And then we let the energy run. But how does a body know if it has to run MTVSS, if it has to run cellular memory? How does the body know? Because for me, I'm putting my hands on, and for me, the energy is the same. How does...
That's a good question. Because the vibration of the process is a lot of times either in the name of the process, okay, or in the phrase that's in the manual that tells you how to run it. But it's not just that. It's not just the words. By taking the body class or the body process class or foundation, depending on the process that you're running, the body has to learn the vibration in order to start that vibration in the other body. So your body, the practitioner, has to know that MTVSS will have a certain vibration. It will be that frequency that the body requires. The way the body learns is a couple of ways. One is by taking the class, is learning from the facilitator. Because to become body facilitator, 3-day body facilitator, you have to facilitate every single process in the manual to at least 6 people. So you have to know that vibration. So when I'm facilitating the class, I'm turning every body process in my body. So your body energetically perceiving it and learning. So when you say that phrase, your body automatically goes to my body and asking, it's like, okay, so what's that frequency there? Oh, it's MTVSS. Cool, we'll start MTVSS. So that's one way of learning it. The other one is for people, and I told people it's not customary, but sometimes in emergency you need somebody to run it on you, you don't have in the area anybody. So you might do the process on somebody else for at least half an hour, and then they can do it on you. Meaning that the body knows that vibration. But that doesn't give them the full capacity of the process. I mean, not full capacity of all the body processes, just that specific one that you run on them. And that's the same thing when you will be to become a facilitator. Your body has to learn every vibration of the processes. So when you're in a class, your body learning the vibration, not just from the body process you're doing, but from every body that's in the class. So if there is, let's say, 10 people in a class that's running a process, and then they switch, we do at least 2 exchanges. Sometimes it's 2.5 exchanges because you're nonstop. We take a break for lunch, about a couple of hours, but you still are running processes in between. And you have a choice to come back and run processes. So 10 people multiplied by at least 4 processes a day, which is 40, times 3 days, you get at least 120 times run some processes. So there is about 50 processes in the book. Chances are that somebody at some point will run every single process, and you will be exposed to that. So that's how you learn the vibrations of every process in a 3-day body class. And what's interesting, after that, your body will learn how to find out what the vibration is just based on the words after the class. So sometimes because the body manuals change constantly, and you will be able to run new processes with total ease after the 3-day body class.
So if I'm in the body class and I've got a manual and I haven't run a lot of process you don't run during the body class, and I'm home and I want to run another process I haven't done in class, is it that at that moment my body or the energy taps in, for instance, you, so that my body can get the vibration of that process?
Your body already knows that because it somehow already learned every process in the book.
Okay.
You don't even need me after 3 days. You would not need me.
No, but it's a vibration because you don't do all the processes. And
you do in the class, not you. Somebody else in the class did that, and your body learns that. That's why it's important to have more people in the class, more processes run, the more you're exposed to that.
Thank you for that. I never heard that explanation, so thank you.
You're welcome. Because as I said, I like scientific approach.
Mm-hmm.
I like to know things, and it might not be even correct, but that's how it is my point of view. It's my experience from the classes I took or the classes I facilitated. Because I could sense the body processes turning on in my body. And that's why I love facilitating those classes, because this is gifting and receiving. As you run the process on somebody else, you're actually receiving the process. Because the same process that you're activating in somebody else's body by touching them, same process is running on your body at the same time. your body is turning it on like simultaneously. So you get the same healing and let go of the same points of view that locked in the body as the person you are working with. Or play. I wouldn't say working. I like the word playing, because classes are not serious. Sorry to disappoint people who are very interested in very serious studying. I'm not a serious person. I like playing. I like fun. I like joy. I like laughter in my classes. I like nurturing, because those classes are extremely nurturing. They are, for me, my first body class was such an eye-opener, even after the bars. The bars was an amazing experience. I cannot deny it. It took away a lot of my limitations. At the same time, the body class, being touched in the way the vibration was activated, was so nurturing. Such a pleasurable experience. I felt totally taken care of. And at the same time, it was fun, because we had a lot of laughter in the class, did a lot of processes, because during the body class, things come up, questions come up, because our body is not just like, body class is not just about the bodies, because body lives in this reality. The body eats, the body needs clothes, the body needs sex, the body needs relationship, body needs rest. So it's everything. So when we're working with the body, a lot of times things gets unlocked, not just as far as healing. Sometimes it gets unlocked with money. I've had people doing facelift and their money situation changed. Just talked to another facilitator. We did Voice of America radio show, and she was talking about that the woman came for a facelift, getting rid of wrinkles, and she was very wrinkly. After she did like a few sessions of the facelift, wrinkles didn't go away. But she didn't have sex with her husband for 5 years or something like that. And suddenly she started having sex. Her money flow improved, her life improved, their relationship improved. So she's like, but my wrinkles didn't improve. So her husband said, you know what, I'll pay for your facelift. So it's a lot of times we have no idea how the body processes will affect the person. And eventually probably her wrinkles will disappear too. But it's all about what the person is ready to release. It's about, we're not making people heal or change. Body class is about facilitating people to choose a greater possibility beyond their reality, beyond what they know, beyond this reality that a lot of times doesn't even work. What if we can create beyond this reality, beyond anything that you know? What if magic is real? And you all know that magic is real. How many of you got from place A to place B faster than you could think possible? It's supposed to take you like 2 hours, but you needed to be there in an hour, and you were there in an hour. Or how often do we read about the grandma lifting a car when the grandchild gets under the car? It's all magic, but we use it in emergencies. Body classes or any access classes allow you to use magic at will. You can create anything in your life just by asking. In the Bible it says, ask and you shall receive. But we believe everything else in the Bible, but not this. When in reality, everything else might not be quite true as this statement. So would you be willing to let go of all your points of view about what's true, what's real, how it works, what it works? Are you ready to give it up? Thank you. And what if it's just about choosing? Just choosing what you desire, and it shows up. What if it's about not having any expectation, not having any projections, just being present with everything that is, being aware of everything that is? What if that can change your life and unlock all those things that you decided cannot change or will never change? What if anything is possible? I'm just inviting you to this journey to have fun, not to be serious, and dance in the rain, in a storm, with no umbrella. Or actually maybe using umbrella of tools. And it doesn't have to be access tools. There are other modalities that work. It's about what you choose. Just for me, I tried so many different modalities and techniques. Some of them worked, some of them worked not so well. Access worked the fastest for me. And that's my invitation. Try it, don't believe me. Just try the tools. Use them, enjoy them, and have fun with them. And any other questions? I think we were pretty much covered what we were going to cover, right? Or there is some more questions? I hope to see you in person one day. I know we have a few classes coming up. One in Moscow, one in Netherlands, one in, oh, and if you want to have a body class on the beach, El Salvador is coming up in November. And if you like Netherlands, Rotterdam, sounds beautiful. I have never been there, but from Ellen and Lena's words, it's gorgeous. So we'll be there in December, right? Is
Yes.
it 7 to 9?
7 to 9 December. We will be in Rotterdam, and everybody is welcome to Rotterdam. And Ellen and I, we will be your host, and Helen will be beautiful and very
Yeah, that sounds
great
marvelous.
facilitator. I have done a lot of classes, a lot of body classes, and also lots of classes by Helen. And for me, these classes are very beautiful, very grateful. It's really very fun and also very nice for your body. And Ellen was talking that, yeah, if I start a body process, for me, energy is always similar. And for me, energy of every process is different. And also just receive energy from other people. It's very different everybody has own different energy, and I'm very curious about how will be our class. What can we create?
Yeah,
in the Netherlands?
it is. Every class is different, and it's about when we all come together, the power of creation exponentialize. It also, body classes are very nurturing to the earth. We do connect because our bodies are very connected to earth. So when we run the body processes, it heals earth and creates a different reality for the whole planet. So that's my invitation.
We have also a very beautiful, no, it's not the person on the webinar, but we have a horse.
A horse who is contributing.
And it's Sailor?
Sailor?
Was very 3 horses.
3 horses, yeah. And what's interesting, the horses receive, when I was in Austin doing classes, we did the class in the stables, working with the horses. At one point, there was a lot of distraction, and we were about to leave the stables to do it in the office. The horses would not let us. They started whining and went on the hind legs, and it's like, nope, you're not leaving. That's why I say the body classes, the vibrations, they heal everything and everyone around. And you can do those body processes on animals, on people, on kids. I wonder if you can do it on Earth itself. That just came up. And what else is possible?
Wow. What can we create?
What can we create? Thank you.
We almost lost this one.
Yeah.
And Linda Wassel spent time with her after I had left Austin. She went to the barn, and then she and Adam spent a lot of time checking in with her.
Yeah, I know they were running a lot of processes.
Yeah.
Of course.
She had pretty much chosen maybe not to come join us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It was amazing. They did it for a few days, just running nonstop. I think they run MTVSS, cellular memory, and exit stage left with restoration of communion with Earth. So all those body processes allowed the horse to choose to be alive again.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's magic. So if you dare to start creating magic in your life, that's an invitation, but don't come because it will change your life.
Thank you, Helen. And I just like for me, it was nice to hear the introduction of you. For the Netherlands, you are not known yet. So what would it take that we can distribute this Zoom call so people can get to know you and that they can join our 3-day body class in December?
What would it take for us to have a humongous class with a lot of bodies that would like nurturing and fun?
Look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Helen.